Hi, I'm Marino, creator of the Awaken Your Wellness Now blog. Individuals that demonstrate positive self-talk are thought to be more confident, more motivated, and more productive. But it's not always easy to be positive, is it? Today I'm going to discuss how to break your negative self-talk cycle. Now, the person you speak to most during your day is yourself. So be nice. But we usually don't do this, do we? We can be unbelievably hard on ourselves. We say things to ourselves that we would never say to anybody else. If you heard someone else talk to a friend the way you talk to yourself sometimes, you would be offended. You see, statistics show that we have 60 to 80,000 thoughts a day. And that if you're stuck in a negative thought cycle, that 80% of these thoughts can be negative, and we usually repeat our thoughts from day to day. You see, very often we don't see the effects that negative self-talk can have on us. And there are different kinds of negative self-talk. One is catastrophizing. That's when we say, what if this horrible thing happens to us, and what if that horrible thing happens to us? This has a tendency to increase our levels of stress and anxiety. The what ifs that, what if this, what if that, over and over and over again. Then there's blaming. We have a tendency to blame ourselves for our own pain, and sometimes we blame ourselves for other people's pain as well. Or we can blame external sources for our pain and everything that's happening to us. This takes our power to affect change in our life away. And then there's rehashing or ruminating. This is when we go over a past event, either a physical trauma or a psychological trauma, and we go over it again and again and again and think about how it could have gone differently and why it had affected us so much. And then there's worrying over a possible future event that hasn't happened yet and going over it again and again and playing out all the different negative scenarios that could unfold, even though they haven't happened. Now, you may have heard me talk about the mindset loop. Now, this is a neutral loop that starts with your thoughts and beliefs about yourself. Now, your mindset is a set of beliefs or a way of thinking that affects your behavior, and your behavior are your actions and how you respond to things. So in the mindset loop is we have our thoughts and behaviors that affect our actions, and then our actions done repetitively become our habits, and our habits is what gives us our results. Now our self-talk is in the thoughts and the beliefs part of the mindset loop. So if we have negative self-talk and negative beliefs about ourselves, that's going to give us negative actions. Those negative actions done repetitively are going to give us negative habits, which in turn are going to give us negative results. And this is a cycle that we don't want to be trapped in. What we want to have is positive self-talk, which is going to give us positive thoughts and beliefs about ourselves. This is going to give us positive actions. Positive actions done repetitively are going to give us positive habits. Positive habits are going to dictate positive results. So positive change in your life starts with positive thinking. So how do we stop this negative self-talk cycle? First, listen to yourself and become aware. Become aware of when you are using negative self-talk. You will start to recognize the negativity like a red neon sign, and you will notice its effect on yourself. Then second, analyze your self-talk. Are you being too hard on yourself? Are you being harsh? Are you generalizing things and stereotyping? Are you labeling yourself with words like stupid, idiot, fat, hopeless, anxious, stressed, always late, I never, I can't? These are things that label yourself, and your brain starts to get in the habit of negative labeling and identifying with those words. Are you using absolute thoughts like I always, or never, or good and bad, or black and white? You see, events in our lives or incidences are usually not just black and white. We know there are varying levels of gray within these spectrums. And third, you want to reframe your negative self-talk to the positive. You want to bias your thoughts towards positivity, production, progress, and towards reaching your goals. You want to flip the switch. Well, very often it's not like just flipping a switch. It might be more like a dimmer switch because it doesn't happen immediately. This is something that you have to work on, and that for some people it takes more work than others, but it's worth the effort. Now here are some examples, and I'm going to use these words only because it's an example of how to improve it. With the negative self-talk, you would say something like, I'm such an idiot, I can't believe I messed up like that. And the correction to that would be, I can do better next time. What could I do to improve this situation in the future? Now, another example would be, I could never get in shape. That's impossible. And you could change that to, now getting in shape would be great for my health and wellness. What are the different things that I can do to improve right now? And here's one last example. Those positive thinkers are ridiculous. I've always been a negative thinker. I could never be a positive thinker. Well, how about we change that to, learning to be a positive thinker would be really great for me. I'm going to give it a try. You see, the great thing about working on your self-talk and your mindset to be more positive is that there's no downside. It's a win-win. The only thing that could happen is that you're going to enhance your mindset to have positive thoughts and beliefs about yourself. These positive thoughts and beliefs about yourself are going to give you positive actions. Those positive actions done repetitively are going to give you positive habits. And those positive habits are going to produce positive results. Well, I hope you like this information. And if you're seeing this video anywhere other than my blog, go check my website out at awakenyourwellnessnow.com/blog. And as always, have a great day and be positive, be motivated, be focused, and be well.